Howdy, folks. So I got the problem here with my 1988 Mercury Grand Marquis. The horn wasn't working. I finally got around to checking the fuse to put it in, and the horn wouldn't stop. So I pulled it back out quick, and now I'm digging into this. I'm going to show you what I found, and maybe it'll help you. So in case you haven't checked out your fuses before, looking in here, those are down here. You just have to remove this shroud from around the steering wheel. On the Grand Marquis, it's a couple of plastic clips you turn. But yeah, we went in here, we found number 16, that's the horn, and probably some other things that aren't working strangely. And the horn wouldn't stop beeping when I put it back in, so we came up here, took the pad off, took the piece off here. This is just plastic molding that came right off. I was able to peel off. Still real soft and squishy from 1988. Friggin' really good stuff, you know. But then I found this contraption here. And now let's take a look at this thing here, because this is where the problem lies. All right, so we got this crazy thing right here, this old school thing. And if you look at it, I was trying to figure out what the heck was going on here at first, because this is not like anything I've seen. And I realized it's really just a contactor plate. You got this foam in between, but if you pull that apart, you can see in there's some metal nubs on the bottom part and down here on the ends. These ones on the ends actually still seem to be working right, because you don't jam it on the ends, you jam it in the middle. But the whole thing just seems to be basically shorting out, and these prongs on the back here, looks like we might be able to get them through the plastic, so I'm going to grab some pliers and try to take this off, and we're going to do something to repair this metal, bend it back into shape, maybe replace some of this foam, whatever we need to do. All right, we got this apart without too much trouble with just a pair of linesman's pliers, something like this, where you can just grab the stakes and help push them through the plastic very firmly without bending them. And you see we got one plate here and this other one here, and all this foam stuff that's pretty much kind of roached that just comes off in my hand as I'm touching it. So I'm going to see if I can get to scraping this off with something like this putty knife here and replace it with, I got a few options. We'll take a look at them. All right, so we're all cleaned up here with these guys. Got all the old nasty stuff off. It's still got a little bit of the gummy stuff on there, but with what I'm going to put on, I think that gummy stuff might help it to stick, so I'm not going to scrape it off and try to get it completely clean, because all the contact points are clean, and you can see that because they're all nice and shiny and everything. So what I got now is a couple different types of this foam stuff. I got this stuff here that's a little bit wider, but it doesn't have much spring to it this way. And I want something that's really going to spring it back. And so I got some of this vinyl foam weather seal, 1/4 inch wide and 3/8 inch wide. It's definitely more than 3/8 between those contacts. So let's go with that 3/8 and see if I can cut some little strips and apply them in there in a way that this will work. All right, so we took some of our good old weather stripping here, just the self-stick stuff, and put it all over this guy. Now you might think, Maddie, is this a little bit of overkill? And yeah, it probably is, and I probably could get away with less. But when this thing is coming in contact with this other plate here, I don't want to take any chances. So now I'm going to put it back together. And I'm already seeing one problem that I didn't foresee, is that I didn't make little holes for these stake-ons. So I'm just going to have to punch them through, but that's fine. All right. All right, we're looking at it now. We got our stake-ons pushed back through. Just pushed them right through the foam. And you can see when I press it here, contacts make contact, and then the foam pushes them back away. Same thing over here on the corner, the side, the other side. So I think that this might do the trick. So let's go put it in and see if we got a flyer. All right, let's head back in here. Put this all back together. I realized you don't even have to remove any screws to get this off. All you got to do is pry it a little bit around the edges. But now we're gonna go back down here, throw our fuse in. Which one was it here? Number 16. And see if we got, oh, all right. Fuse is in and the horn's not going off right away. So that's a positive. Let's go to our horn here. Nice. There we go. I should note, guys, I put this 15 in there to get the horn working for right now. It's rated for a 20, and I had several other things up here that didn't work, such as cigarette lighter and cruise control. So if that possibly fixes all of those, I'm not going to try them, though, until I get the 20, because I don't want to blow the fuse, and having a horn is more important. So there you have it, folks. Fixing a horn on 1988 Mercury Grand Marquis. You can probably do this same thing with a bunch of other years and Lincoln Town cars and Crown Victorias, LTVs, similar models throughout the 80s. So hope this helped, guys. Till next time, Matty D, Bat of all trades, whatever you want to call it. See you later.